Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Virgo new moon tarot reading. The new moon goes into Virgo on September 9th, so this video will cover the period of September 9th through October 8th, the full cycle of the new moon in Virgo. Just depending on when you're watching this video, leading up to the new moon is a really good time to organize, to clean, to sage, and also to write lists of changes that you want to make in your life and different things you want to manifest, okay? And when the new moon comes, you put your intention out to the universe with those things that you would like to change or manifest, and then you take the steps you can take right now with what you have to start making that happen for you, and you will be very empowered. So Capricorn, what the heck am I thinking? So Taurus, let's see what's in store for you. And maybe some of you guys, there's a Capricorn in your world, because man, I did that reading a long time ago, so it can't just be like in my mind. All right, water element sensing, and void, of course, moon missing. Whoa, Taurus, very interesting pairing of cards. So with this coming out, you are really sensitive through this Virgo new moon. And by sensitive, I mean you're picking up on a lot of subtleties and energies and vibrations from people around you, but also people who are absent from your life at this time, okay? And through this new moon cycle, there's something about this spiritual communication and spiritual sensing and understanding that is relevant for you, and you might be like, well, what would that even be connected to? Everything is connected, and most of the time, something that happened 2 years ago could actually be setting up the stage for what's happening today, okay? And I'll tell you this, I make a joke with my best friend, because I'm like, if you and I never met, your daughter would never exist, and neither would mine. Had we realized that our friendship would lead to 2 children, we might have rethought things, just jokingly. And what I mean by that is, I met her in high school, and I ended up dating her brother for quite some time, and we had a child. Well, my childhood friend that always had a thing for me, but I never really had a thing for him back, I introduced them just like hanging out, and they actually connected and hit it off, and they ended up having a child together. So my childhood friend is her baby daddy, and her brother was my baby daddy, and therefore our daughters, actually, believe this or not, were born 2 weeks apart from each other. So some things are created many, many, many years before the final manifestation unfolds. And, this here is you, Taurus, connecting the dots of your life, those, big stretches where you're going back and you're seeing how everything fits together, and how this situation over here that seemed completely unrelated, everything that happened there really changed you and grew you and transformed you. And fast forward 5 years, now all of that you're actually putting into use. And some people don't like that. I don't like that sometimes myself, but that's life. We're all on our own journeys, and things unfold truly in the perfect divine time for us. And there was a time where I really wished, a large sum of money could come into my life for different things that I wanted to do. And now today I don't want that. I don't need any sort of lump sum of money, because I managed to create abundance for myself, okay? And that's what this is about. It's like Taurus, you're really coming into some deep understandings about your life, your hand in your life, what you really want. And, you know, if you were reaching for like the easy way around or the easy way through, which we all do, okay, you're changing your mind on that. You're like, no, that's not the path for me. Because here, you know, we're going into some really dark corners of ourself and our life experience, and we're feeling it in a different way. Okay, this isn't where we're rehashing our heartache and our sadness and our traumas. It's more where we're sensing the presence of them as part of our journey. And in that, it's like an honoring of every step of your life, every moment up to this point. All right. And it doesn't have to be that this amazing, spectacular thing happened to put you into that understanding. You know, that's what we all wait for. But the truth is, life is so much more subtle than that. There are moments of those big, spectacular, oh, you know, but by far and large, it's the day by day, the subtleties. And a lot of those subtleties have been unfolding and presenting themselves to you over a course of time. And that amount of time is different for each of you. And now through this Virgo new moon cycle, it's really starting to reveal itself, but not through what you can see with your eyes, but what you can sense with your heart, with your soul. You know, they say the heart chakra is where the real you exists, the you behind your eyes, you know, the core you, the essence of all that you are. And it's like that aspect of you is taking over through this new moon cycle and showing these things to you, but in ways that you can really handle and see from different perspectives. So Taurus, this is real deep for you guys. Here we have the Temperance that flew out, but in this position, this is saying, you know, you do not need to self-sacrifice or apologize to be the bigger person, for the greater good. Like that's not on you, Taurus. Like you don't have to do that. You don't have to give yourself away for other people or to keep other people happy or to keep the status quo. Or if you're just a lover at heart where you don't like conflict and chaos, so you're like, I'll apologize, I'll break down, I'll make amends, I'll do what it takes to, you know, smooth out this energy. This here is the universe saying, Taurus, no, like you don't need to do that. You really don't. It's harnessing the power and strength of Leo and using the wisdom of, you know, the sensing realm into that deep, dark place of Scorpio. How perfect is that? And, you know, realizing, no, you are not responsible for other people's mistakes. And, you know, no matter how much you care about somebody, it's not on you to always bail them out, to always be there, to always have the answer, to always be the one to make up, to forgive, to build the bridge, like all of that. No, it's not on you to do that. Okay, now since this is a general reading, if some of you where you're stubborn as can be and you never give in, this would be the universe saying you're about to feel things differently. And you know, if you feel very urged and pulled to make something right in your life, don't let ego or pride get in your way. Let the wisdom of your heart chakra, the real you, lead your way, okay, Taurus? And now we have this Nine of Pentacles and we have this Emperor. And these are the cards that jumped out while I was shuffling. This is love, okay? And you see the dark eagle up there. And we have this big full moon. Next full moon is in Aries at the end of September. So, Taurus, starting with the Virgo new moon on September 9th through the Aries full moon, this is where this energy is playing out big time, okay? I know I extended this through October 8th, but for you guys, I feel like this is really from Virgo new moon to Aries full moon, and there's a situation or a relationship in your life where it's time to either really pull back and make that person take responsibility and come to you and say what they need to say, apologize, make things right, etc. Okay? Or again, if you're one of those people who's incredibly stubborn, this new moon energy is going to really pull you up out to want to take responsibility and make things right, okay? It's just like a natural thing that's taking place. Yep, because look what's next. We have the Hanged Man in this position. We're not blind anymore. We're not fooling ourselves. Nobody else has the power to fool us in this position. We see all things. And this is so perfectly paired with this sensing card. It's like it's just all is illuminated. And wow, look at that. 8 of Cups, Taurus. There's some situation, some person, you know, that's resurfacing, or it could even be that they're in your life right now. But some of you, this is something that is disconnected from you physically. And during the new moon in Virgo to the full moon in Aries, I feel like there's this, either they're physically returning into your life, or through this period, like you come into this deep understanding, and you're either like, okay, I'm ready to just like let all of this go and move on, like I'm good, like I get it. Or this is where the ball's been in your court and you come into the decision that you do want to give something another try or another go round, okay? This card, I feel, is highly contingent upon where you fall in this situation. So if you're a Taurus that you're the one that's always smoothing things over, bending over backwards, this is where, no, you need to pull back and not do that this time. Like somebody needs to take responsibility for their actions or what they've caused in your life, all right? And you know that and you see that and you're firm in that now. And, you know, this is like, I feel like they're coming to tell you, all right, Taurus, you're right. I was wrong because you did pull back. Now, if you're a Taurus where you're the one that has to take responsibility and apologize and say, you know what, I see it from your perspective. I see how I affected you and I'm sorry. Then this is like you making that return because you've incorporated that wisdom, you've grown and you've learned. All right. So this card is truly contingent upon where you fall in this reading, you know, which side. And since this is general, you know, it could speak to you, you guys in different ways. So let's pull some more cards. Some of you, this could involve a Sagittarius or an Aries, okay? Wow, look at this. We have the desert, which is resilience and strength. And we have a sunrise, a sunset, new doorways. Nice, Taurus. This is actually good, okay? This is telling me that, you know, whatever this represents for you, and this doesn't have to be like an exact person, okay? This can be a situation or a number of different situations that have played out over the course of the year or your life, you know, just depending on where you are. And, you know, that's where now we're finally coming into this place of full, deep understanding. And we're letting the heaviness go, the heartache go, because the desert is, you know, where it's been a long challenge, a long struggle with something, or feeling very alone, walking your path alone. And here it's followed up with the sunrise, sunset, which means the sun is finally setting on the past, and there's a new sunrise coming up for you for your future, okay? So Taurus, I really feel like you guys are closing a door here and a new one's opening. And how that plays out for you is a bit different. It's, some of you, this is just closing the door on the past, a complete release, because you see things the way, like, you just see things in the way that frees you. I don't know how else to explain that to you. It's a knowing just inside, you know. It's one thing when you intellectually think something or understand something or want to do something right. It's a whole nother thing when you feel it in your bones. And that's what this is about. Okay, it's like in your bones. So if whatever it was, it's like you are freed from it now, and it's that heavy energy, that's what's leaving your life, and there's the sun is rising, and there's new energy coming in, and you're just happy. And where that's leading and taking each one of you again is different, but it's a big time change. So let's pull some cards to see how you transition through this new moon energy. It's like some serious spiritual evolution taking place for you guys. Yeah, look at that. You got the sun, sunrise, sunset. The with that card, it's the sun is rising, a new day is dawning, Taurus. And look at this. Void, of course, moon. All right? Void, of course, moon. A dark, deep place, okay? Where we're cold and we're lost and we're confused. No longer are we those things, Taurus. Look at this. Beautiful. Oh, look at that. This is how you know Spirit is in this reading and is talking to you, Taurus. Look at this is you, your card, your energy, and that's mirroring this water element, the sensing. This is how you transition through this new moon energy. Yeah, Taurus, you are about to be freed from something, heartache, baggage, the past, a relationship, something that has been plaguing you. It's like you are finally going to be freed of that. Some of you, it's like just gone from your life and there's new things coming in. Others of you, if this is a relationship, it could be where, you know, we're coming into a new day of that relationship, 100% for sure, because the Eight of Cups is in this position. Now, that will not be the case for all of you, but somebody you've been missing has been missing you equally. Even if you guys are like still see each other and everything, there's been distance for some of you between some of your relationships, and that bridge is about to be, or that gap is about to have a bridge and bring you back together. Okay, so Taurus, pretty deep and profound. Honestly, you're my 6th reading, and this is the deepest, most spiritual of the Virgo new moons, okay? And I don't see Capricorn in here, but I was wanting to call you guys Capricorn. So some of you, this involves a Capricorn, or if there's a new Capricorn person that shows up in your world through this new moon cycle, that may very well be the new sun that is rising in your world, Taurus. So let's see here. Outcome. Wow. We have the pot, which means to me, Taurus, some of you, this is you've got to make haste, okay? Those of you that have a decision, like the ball is in your court, everything's waiting on you, we've got to make that decision now, okay? Others of you, this is talking about like how fast this energy is like going to just move. Some of you, it's like this has just been a long, long journey through the desert, okay? And here comes the sun. You're now at the beach. It's like quick, very fast moving energy, Taurus. So awesome reading. Deep insights, you know, where we're either finally able to let something go or we have a second chance at it. The sun is rising in your life, Taurus, and you know, this looks to be a very beautiful new moon cycle for you guys. So those are your messages, Taurus. I'm wishing you all the very best. Take care.